some form of, I want to call it consistency.
Yeah.
This is a roster that had a great major, sure, a miracle run. There's a stack on A, 3 players to defend. 1 sandwich, 1 firebox, 1 ticket.
Spinks is in such a perfect position for that insta headshot, but he's been unable to provide it. Brokey does manage to punish him for his negligence. Torji would love to get away from this with a kill and is struggling to do so. Carrigan's picked off Brawler, not
Frozen.
Just put his karambit into Torji's spine. Missing bullets. Exertion manages to control 2, 3 from Exertion.
おいおい、勝つんかい。
What is that for a start?
勝つんかい、CT が。
And still not a pistol.
Yeah, that is scrappy there. Really struggling to deal with.
デュアルベレッタやっぱ強えな。
And then they're not expecting rotation to be there already. They should have been on high alert considering how long
4対2から負けた。
This is a great context cam that comes in. So Spinks fluffs his lines. He gets dealt with.
4対3。あ、4対2からだよな。4対2から負けんのかよ。
Not ready for the rotation to be here. That took an awfully long time. So fumbling the 2v4. Mouse will pick up the pistol. Bomb not.
ああ、ヒーローバイだ。フローズンだけヒーローバイだ。
Does mean it is just a hero AK in the hands of Frozen.
Hey, well, you do get some perks, I guess, for the knife kill cache.
Yeah, it is interesting to see the Mirage pick, right? I think they are looking at Mouse in recent history on this map. They have lost the last 3 in a row, so hopefully finding a pressure point. For FaZe, I don't even think they know what their map pool is.
Nuke, maybe?
Well,
Mirage,
and
maybe?
they've got that as the 3rd, but they need to pick up this or Inferno to get there.
Right.
And I don't know how convincing the win yesterday against BCG was. Losing a map, I think PCG exceeded my expectations.
Big one for Frozen here. He's going to have a head-to-head. The off-angle adopted by Torji. He's actually just
back.
Looked away. They trust Spinks to hold this, but if Twist gets run boosted, that might be enough. Oh, a couple of bits of info ahead of the run boost, and it's going to be Frozen that does manage to punish Spinks. Caught crouching.
Interesting. The 2 comp players just siphoned back quickly and left Spinks on his lonesome, so they've given away a kill. Still going to be a tough round to work together. They need to find this gun on short. It's just Frozen here. One of the Glocks is not going to come over to pick it up.
Yeah, they're going to try and run at Torji, and he's only got... That's nice from Carrigan. Finds that headshot, recovers the rifle. Yeah, an awkward jump from Exertion. They still have a crossfire, and he should be fine. Nails it onto the 2 unarmored. It's Frozen the last of 4. Problem solved for Mouse. Not too stressful after all.
Okay. All right, Torji relaying the information that it wasn't a full buy. It was not the force. So there will be a gun round now. See, this is 2 players around Con, and then Spinks out fighting, gets the first, gets left on his lones, and the Con players back off. This here, no head armor for Torji. See there, Carrigan's Glock just deleting him. Okay, so Carrigan takes the sacrifice. He'll be down to the pistol. Everybody else with the rifle, 2 Galils. Lots of utility to dissuade the early mid control. Twist knows he can't play just yet through underpass because he would be disconnected from the top mid players who are actually backing off. So this is a relatively quick reroute. We're seeing incendiaries towards the island box, lower pass, underpass, or lower. Put them together. Lower pass.
That sounds pretty good.
It's the alternative universe version of overpass.
It sounds like something you'd do in coding. You know?
No,
it's
good
lower
over.
pass.
Then we'll be live. Well, this is turning into an A execute damn quickly. It's Brolin from Ticket. Contributions from Torji and Exertion Connector.
Ready to contend with this, and actually a little smoke dribbled forward to give them some options. They want to swing across, up on Ticket, doesn't find the kill on Carrigan. That will finish him off.
Thank you very much.
Ideal. Suboptimal. Sprayed is not going to deny. Yes, it is. Oh, a second too late to stop that bomb from being planted. He still finds the kill regardless. So Brokey, a team kill and a death, but a bomb planted. Is that all FaZe are going to have? It certainly looks that way. Mouse are just picking them apart.
I don't know about the Frozen 1v5.
Nor do I, especially with 32 points of health versus all 5 of Mouse. You will have a little peek. Spotted out now, Exertion swings, and he's looking deadly today.
Okay, well that is way too easy. No util left there for the post plant. A TK definitely helping, but good impact from Brolin, in-game leader from Ticket. Doing a whole lot of damage. Again, you can hear them having a conversation. Yes, that was a full buy.
How many AKs did you bring through? Plenty. Damn, 3 now for the Mouse ranks.
So we'll just have to be the partial. FaZe do get the bomb down. So they cannot risk the full investment at the moment. Pistol was their best opportunity to get underway so far, and they fumbled the 2v4. It was a hero AK, now a rifle round, and neither of those have felt close at all. Torji just playing on the cusp of that smoke in the window. Pretty staunch defense in middle. Spinks, Exertion, and Torji all wanting to duel. Jimmy's also cheating over short.
Now it's one of those teams that are more than happy to take the fights.
And they are coming their way. Second wave of smokes.
Exertion's going to be sticking around. Spinks will swing. Good find onto Frozen. He's done very well. Adjusting to Brokey the last 3 bullets of the magazine. Massive from Spinks. That's what you want from your short player. He ain't playing scared, and he is punished for that. It's going to be a nice shot from Twist. Means nothing in the grand scheme. 4-0 start on FaZe's map pick.
I'd take the timeout. I'd try and wake the boys up. I understand only 1 gun round's been played, but just to say, listen, we can't let this go on for too long. We need to get in the game early. If this does become a 3-mapper for either team, it is going to be tough, right? 3D Max or Falcons, both squads that can put you through your paces. So if you want to make a debut in the Krakow, well, I want to say debut. Some of these players back at PGL, Adria in 2017, they've been to the Toron before.
We have got that forward position. Jumping out of the window is Exertion. Carrigan may have a head-to-head with him. And ooh, for Spinks, this one once again just put bodies down on mid. Well, that head-to-head can't be out. Nice from Jacob. That's a really important kill.
Yeah, Bomb is isolated from this, though. Brokey's going to be very late to the party.
Torji's up. It feels like Frozen's going to be in trouble if he sweeps through it. How has Jacob caught Jimmy there? Just spammed him down. It's Spinks still sticking around towards Connector, but Torji Zorp arrives just on the scene in time. Brokey had no idea the AWP was already posted, and now Frozen's been handed a more winnable than the 1v5. It's a 1 versus 2 for him to try and contend with.
He's going to try and get the flank on Torji right now, who's piled all the way back. He might catch this one for free.
Yes, he will. Spinks, however, working the smoke. He's got a good understanding, doesn't it?
Timing!
Timing of Spinks' swing just right. Goldilocks, eat your heart out. He's nailed that.
All right, well, back to the drawing board for FaZe. No bomb going down this time, and you can see them just dawdling into that side. It felt like it was going to be, again, Mounts every day of the week.
Good attempts from Jacob. 2 impactful kills that made that round look a whole lot more winnable than it was.
Yeah, needed to stay alive, though, right? The fact he's swinging forward, I think they're trying to buy a bit of space. You can see right now on screens the mics that are active throughout this timeout.
Ooh, that's a nice addition. And no surprises that it is
the coaches.
Well, Carrigan and Twist having a dialogue as well. Oh, this is neat. Okay, I am obsessed. That's really cool.
想像してみてください。理想のアプリを思いのままに作れる世界。ベース44は思い
I can't wait to make leaping assumptions.
There will be a day where we do have it
on the whole HUD. Yeah. Come on now. We can't have our cake and
MC's been working hard on that one.
Shit, right, respect to MC.
All right, well, they are in with the guns again. Not the best of buys.
Hello. Yeah, look at Jacob. He's not scared, and he should be, because Torji's up, easy to punish.
Yeah, feels like it's a tone change. Biffs and already lost the opening pick. That'll stall things out. That's not a great smoke from Jimmy.
Exertion's gone for a push that Brokey is anticipating. Hello and goodbye. A solo venture pushing forward, and it has pulled them straight back into level pegging.
Yeah, so this is now a chance in the 4v4. Brolin's on A. He's actually investigating palace. I like this move a lot from Brolin. It's going to alleviate so much pressure on the site. You're happy to give it over.
パレスそこまで取ってんの強すぎだろ。
Twist versus Brolin, and he's just nailed it.
You can't chase this down either. Frozen's going to try and contain him, but Brolin doesn't need to back all the way out. He can just wait. He wants to get out.
He's going to have a little bit of an overstep. Frozen profits. So Spinks smoked off. It's going to be Jimmy from CT. And Spinks is shipping in
おいおいおいおいおい。
brutal for FaZe Clan.
完璧的だ
Again,
ろ。
it just looks so hard to see Brokey being able to turn this one on its head.
Arrogant's playing clutch essentially here.
He is, and the bomb has been allowed to go down. Jimmy looking to get punished on the way back out. That elevated angle, he finds the head of Brokey, and Carrigan is playing for this clutch, but Torji should have him.
ポジションがいい CT の。
In here. He's not necessarily spotted Carrigan out just yet. A tickle on the bomb. Jimmy with some very important kills. And that's a rough start for FaZe Clan's Mirage. These 6 rounds, they've probably flown by.
Yeah, let's hit the tab and take a look at how quick this is flying. We've been in the server for 10 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, damn.
So these have been rapid. And most of these have not been close.
No window smoke. And Torji's going to enjoy that.
Yeah, this from Spinks is brewing as well. So starting to get some good impact as Spinks. 3 of his kills were against the eco, but I think the rest have had ramifications within these gun rounds.
Brokey had a very high-rated performance in a game versus BCG, 1.4 rating across 3 maps. Good to see him in his best form. Gonna need him, gonna need the whole squad. And they are
マジ。また抜きやがった。
having a hell of a day on these smoke spams. It's falling so neatly into place for Mouse.
This is the thing with Mouse, right? They haven't been able to put much silverware in the cabinet, but they are still a very, very good team. Whatever they need to find to be able to push them over that edge to start.
That 2-3% Spinks is talking about.
Yeah, and it's tough to find, right? But they have so much experience now as a unit. They've been together for a year since Spinks came in. Right, they made that change, everyone questioning how Brolin was going to go as an in-game leader. Well, right, they were making deep runs. They're beating the best teams in the world. They're just not lifting the titles. They won Clues, sure, but that didn't have all the big names. And they're always a threat. You ask any of the top teams, say, yeah, Mouse are scary.
Peeking back into this, it's really cheeky.
うまいな。
Faked them out there. Brokey gonna be a bit upset about that one. Frozen's been hurt. Jimmy.
I think they saw him on radar. I'm pretty sure they saw Twist on radar.
So they know where they both are. And you can see that default player. Wanted out now. Spinks.
Shooting hard,
Such
isn't
a
he?
demon.
ピンクスマジ
that was,
強い。
his 10th kill. Another find through the smoke spams from Spinks. Just feels like every round we're saying that.
Spinks is very active in these opening fights. He's currently 3-1 in that department. As
You want to talk about active?
Yeah.
Torji's up. I mean, he's everywhere.
they're showing confidence, which is what you need to do against FaZe, because this is the team that once upon a time I was like, they were the farm team. This was FaZe Academy. That hasn't been the case for a while, and I do love the fact that they are playing with this level of confidence, right, against names that once upon a time were just farming them.
If I'm FaZe, I just want to get these AKs out of Mouse's hands. But I mean, at that point, you know, that's a luxury. You need a round.
I want to see them play a decent round of Team Counter-Strike, playing off
で
each
もね。
other's trade potential as we
厳しい。
see the conversation again. But yeah, this has already gotten away from you, right? You are 7-0 down. It's your map choice. You can still salvage the half, but it needs to start with an inspirational Tech 9 round. Can't poke holes in what Mouse are doing at all. Everything is working. Everybody's contributing.
Can they keep it flawless for an 8-round run?
Just going for a BX kid, trying to punish Jimmy on B right now.
Yeah. I guess let's just try to get a few rounds here, and then we can do the same and see the side push.
Yeah.
Out.
Going fast. Flashes in. Jimmy does eat the flashbang. Torji smoked off. Won't be able to help him out. Still, Jimmy tracks the swing of the Tech 9. How's he hit?
強。
He had about one
よく二人
frame
持って
to
ったな。
adjust to Jacob. Does go down to the flame, but regardless, that's a lovely, impactful 2 from the Bianca.
Haven't got the rifle off his corpse either.
4 coming in from Market side. Are they just going to flood out? Is there utility ahead of it? A couple of HEs going to be thrown out, looking for damage, and a little bit onto Twists. Frozen and Twist with just Tech 9s up close. They're going to really need to find a quick first, and they have done so. Still unable to find anything because Frozen. Twist looks like he's going to peek into the AWP, and he does. Brokey can't win this one. No way, Jose. Too many bodies, too many bullets, and just enough time for a defuse.
Okay, that's the first round it's felt Mouse have been under a lot of pressure since the pistol.
Yeah, nice kills.
The second one is wow. Jimmy was under so much pressure there. I can't believe he's been able to connect on that second frag.
That was just pure instinct, pure reactions as well. Like the first one's great, like he falls back, Gets away from the initial flashbang, gets his vision back. Tracks this. 3 HP, 1 bullet, he's dead. What is that?
Jimmy.
What is that?
すげえな。
Good stuff, young lad.
味方当たんなかったな、あれ。
Oh, 4 rounds left in this half. Lacking opening kills on this T side, just 2 of which so far. So we know it's been difficult. We've seen them get spammed through smokes. They need to avoid giving over the opening kill and get some map control to get a second stage going within these rounds. If you're losing a player early, then how are you even meant to be able to play the push-pull, catch them off guard? You're always playing from behind.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping a track of the opening kills, but it does feel like Mouse have absolutely...
Oh yeah, they're creaming them right now.
Yeah.
I think there was a TK in the mix.
Oh, that's right,
So
yeah.
if you're counting them, you might think, one's missing. Well, that was Brokey taking down Carrigan on the first gun round, I believe. Heavy A-lean out of Mouse in this one. They are putting the AWP on B, so a lot of faith on Torji. Spinks mollied out of position, and there's an opener.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. Especially taking down the highest flyer for Mouse.
That's the short player. What info was that? Still want to finish A.
And Exertion's anticipating that very move, playing around the smoke. Oh, loses vision, disappears, dips away. Jimmy down, they know there's another.
Wow, 強引にいったな。
3 quick kills from Twist.
いい FB。完璧な FB。
into the 1 versus 3.
With all the money they have, I feel like he should give it a go.
Have a look.
Try and at least limit the rifles that are going to be brought into the next. Force rebuys.
A half out of it.
Yeah, half, and you actually...
There, throwing them over the top of Connector. And those 2 kills from Twist securing the round. So impactful from Mr. RVD.
Going into the stack and walking out with the first rounds. That's going to feel good. Not so good for Carrigan, but good for the players to be connecting some shots. Now, this is an aggressive stance. Open underpass. There's also a second prong to this. It's Exertion ready to snap in if Torji gets flashed off. And, ooh, he's pathing away. So again, later on the timings from FaZe. Don't want to contest too early, but still going to have to... I was going to say swing into this, but Twist is starting to backpedal. Jacob jumping the line. Feels like Torji's good for this.
Does, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely perfect. Kerrigan trying to punish their retreat, but no chance. Plenty of covering fire. 3 CTs, Scarper into Connector. The short player dunks a nade on top of Kerrigan's face. Looking good for a Mao's return to form, an immediate 9th stopping phase from that 4 we just discussed.
Torji will be on B in time as well.
Perfect rotation. Block smoke, Jimmy's angle still going to work out, even harder to clear now.
I got completely overlooked now. Oh, Carrigan's found a gap.
It is a gap.
Time's the biggest issue, 35.
They're going double Tetris setup.
Oh.
Wow, Spinks is quick, isn't he? That was pure reactions out of him. Now Jacob's going to have to clear this out. Jimmy's in the perfect spot, does get overlooked, and it is flawless so far from Mouse. Finally, a little discrepancy. Just the one from Brokey. Orp on the line. Torji not going to hit that reaction speed shot, but his teammate Spinks is here to do all of the heavy lifting. Frozen, all too little, too late.
時間ないな。
Just going to try and preserve his AK-47. Even that's not necessarily a guarantee if Sertion swings on out. Okay.
Rounding that corner, looking the wrong way. Okay, well, retains the AK.
Oh, it looks so good from Mouse.
Like, doesn't it?
When you're watching those rotations, you're watching the incredible reactions out of Spinks.
We talk about teams being on the same page. Mouse definitely are in their approach to the game, right? You were highlighting there the fact that that underpass pick comes in and they all get out, and they're also they're brave. That okay, well Torji's our guy. We need to protect him. They throw utility to harass because they know the response is going to be try and isolate that player in underpass, make it very awkward. Jules coming from both sides. Yeah, there's no time to really react off of that with the setup they had. They didn't even know they were going into the trap. So the best now that they can get for FaZe is 3. And they burn all 3 tactical timeouts. So how many times can the conversation be the same? All right, boys, it's all right. Let's just salvage some rounds. We can do it on the CT half. Right now, it is a pretty bleak outlook.
Yeah, I would agree.
Nothing's impossible with FaZe, but this isn't a major. So
yeah, right. They don't get the hidden major magic buff.
Orb sounds off. Noted in the play. Big head.
That's just Brolin taking fights. Carrigan just can't control.
強
Push for more. They really are backing themselves with back in their aim.
That is the 4th opening death there for Carrigan. Tough half for him.
Brutal. Oh, Frozen's going to be really mad that he's just gone for that second one. Oh, up mid. Easy frag for Torji. Catches Jacob crouching. It's just too easy for Mao.
マジでスフィンクス何回抜くねん。
Secured. They have done almost all of the hard work in this first half. And FaZe's map pick is going down the gurgler.
What did I check in? It was about 10 minutes last time. We're at 21 now. So those timeouts are probably what's taken longer than these rounds.
I mean, let's see this from Brolin.
Double nade,
and then he just walks on that smoke. Ooh, Frozen's going to be upset that he just pushes for a number 2 there.
FaZe are just looking completely outclassed right now. This isn't close at all. But there's hardly any of these rounds they put up any resistance.
Just go fast. When in doubt, rush it out. Brolin, they want you, and they've found you. Jacob with 1. That's an opening kill for FaZe Clan. Very short. As far as advantages go, a spam on the smoke could be deadly.
Break's even better.
Break is even better. Not if you're exposed, though. Jacob's spam doesn't quite find the stairs player, but at least Frozen can. Here's Jimmy from the CT side. Swings on out. Good for it. Frozen anticipates a move around that smoke. Zesha's just scuttled one across the floor, but they're actually going to give a little bit of space to the remaining 2.
I think when you see it's Twist and Frozen, you have to play this one properly. You can't just run at these 2.
Getting that bomb planted.
クローズン鍵だな。
Draw attention also helps them triangulate the post.
いや、投げも多いな。これ FB 投げていきそうだ
The
けど。
way that they're using Torji's orb is just going to sweep through this line first, and if Frozen's not careful, he's likely going to be falling victim to this slow crawl of Torji's sniper. Just like that. Awkward for the 1v3. Twist with everything to do. Knows 1 from Con. Concerned about ramp. Doesn't know there's a second. Doesn't matter about that last piece. It's going to be a nice, impactful round from Exertion. 3 kills in the round. Spinks and Exertion 14. FaZe 1.
6 of their last 7 Mirages. FaZe thought it was a weakness, but right here, right now, one of these two teams is looking extremely weak, and it ain't Mouse. They're having a great time. This is serving as warm-up for their second best of 3 of the day. They get in, they're acclimatized in the environment, they make it quick. You can even go back to the hotel and have a nap at this stage. 11-1. Will it be the sweep for the run?
1本だけはきついな、フェズ。
Well, now we have to do the same to them.
Yeah.
Not better.
We'll find out very quickly if they're capable.
Outlook unlikely.
I'd give it less than 10% chance.
Block the smoke at least from Jacob.
Yeah, it's going to give him a different sideline, something to play around. Brokey certainly has done well in that first duel, but very quickly. Competent trade from Jimmy dropping down. Jacob around that smoke. He's used it to great success. Enables him to get away. Carrigan wrapping around, and oh, he's found a very important shot to the back of the head of Brolan. Removes him from the default box, puts that bomb loose on the bomb site, and FaZe with a man advantage. Spinks from ramp and slowing things down. Torshi's got a lot on his plate. Does well. Oh my goodness, he had a chance for 2.
トロジも10キルいったか。2キル。
First half.
2キルいったの。
1 versus 2 clutch that he's hoping he can get away with, and a couple of bullets do find their way into his Kevlar from Frozen's USP.
He can win this.
It's hard to see a world where FaZe give him a 1v1 cleanly.
Watch this.
That's another bullet. Lowering him down to 20. Another 2 of them. Into his boots would do it.
I'll give him the plant now.
Fair enough, he's earned it.
There's a juicy looking force buy into the next at a minimum.
That's nice.
I'll take the USP.
Shot as well now. He's got 6 bullets and he needs to tap ahead. Another body shot. Okay, wow, there was a war of attrition trying to get Spinks out of the round, and he does milk it for everything it's worth. Sure, not a round win, but he's going to enable and facilitate that force buy, as you've highlighted.
Well, Jacob chips in, gets himself an easy kill. That's not too bad.
モーズはここでフォースバイかな。
There's a long way back up this mountain. There's the body block on the smoke. Always risky.
ああ、なるほどね。
On that piece
体
of
で。
utility. He does cause it to be awfully awkward, but Brokey finds the opener, and they're going to need a whole lot more of that. Think about how jarring how jarring Mouse were to FaZe's approach. They were getting spammed through smokes. They couldn't get any space, and this is going to be one of those classic round at a time type games. 3 Galils, a Tech 9, and a Deagle. The pistols are the ones with utility into round number 14. Strapped up with rifle heavy is FaZe.
Yeah, not a single smoke thrown from spawn. You can see Jimmy's going to be the one to throw that first window smoke.
You have to really value it when you've only got a handful, so... Minute 35 lobbed out. And they just strafe top middle. The confidence on display, and understandably so.
ブレイクかな。近いわ。
Jacob ready to flash mid. They're going to fight.
Twist will swing on out, and it's just too easy for Brolan. He tracks the head. Now Frozen.
うわ、フローズン強。
Well, couple of bursts finding the heads. Brolan exertion fall. Spinks dismounts, audible.
Full flash there for Jimmy, looking to the sun. But all good to flush out window. FaZe settle back. They got what they were looking for. They have the advantage. They're grouped up and still with some flashes. Mouse could find a finish over towards B. That's where the bomb is heading.
一人だけキル数だけな。12キルは。
Can they exploit that potential weakness? The support of Frozen is close, but remember, he is low. Carrigan needs a minimum of 1 in this situation.
And in the absence of util to react to that first fight, I think Carrigan is going to kind of hide to the best of his ability and count on a sound cue being given over.
No kit, remember, if the bomb goes down.
Oh, he goes peeking through the window.
Timing's no good for him.
タイミング、タイミング。
Now he gets the sound at least. A bit of damage onto Spinks. Frozen called to lend him a hand, and Carrigan needs to find a kill here. Don't forget, backup's low HP. He gets nothing. Still with that low HP, Frozen finds a kill number 3. Swinging his Spinks. Messed it up, but a quick reaction from Brokey's Firmass. Still touchable. Nice.
Frozen強。
Frozen. He's had low HP. He's saved FaZe Clan there just to keep the conversation alive of Mirage being a competitive affair.
That jump from van to bench is what caught Carrigan off guard, because Frozen from the market window was covering that swing.
Yes.
Because they jumped over that line of sight, now Carrigan's just getting shot in the back. This second one is instrumental. But not only that, just the fact he stays alive and then finds 2 more kills. So you see this, he starts investigating Carrigan at the worst time. Now he tucks in. They had a good setup, but it's all down to Frozen again, thanks to Brokey also snapping into that frag. All right, well, keeping the pressure on. I got to respect this from Mouse. Another AK into the mix. It won't be a full buy behind it, though. They can limit the investment going into the next round from FaZe. They're setting themselves up in a strong position just to close it down. Quick, smart.
普通にマウズの方が強い。
So it's just smokes. Means it's going to be tough to push them off the line with flashes. But right now,
出てバロラント AK。
aggressive with this mid defense. They are
でも一瞬買おうと思ったけど、やめた。
top mid control for free. Initiating out dry. They're going to keep pushing.
てか今の CS プル感度ある程度ハイミッドより多いんだよな。同選手ってあんまりないよな今。昔はいたんだけど。それなり。
Twist position to catch him, and he does confirm it. Looks like he's alone. Not forcing rotates as now the A focus is being revealed. Torchy gets nothing done with his AK-47. Looks like a bit of a shutdown. Now's needed there from Spinks to keep this going. You still need to fight. CT occupied.
Smoke's fading.
Cover from Jimmy has to be good. Flash avoided.
おー、味方の FB もろぐらいやん。
But I love the idea. That felt very threatening from Mouse, regardless of the disadvantages.
Jacob coming up. The flash.
あれ味方の FB 食らったよな、コネクターの。
But even if FaZe end up losing this one, now getting more warmed up for Inferno, and they're going to need it.
Yeah, and they'll be staying on the CT side. So, you know, just getting your CT comms, your protocols, your communication.
Sleep out of your eyes. It's a late start, though. It's a 2 p.m. game. It's not like we're playing at 10 a.m. or anything along those lines. So you have plenty of time to work through it in the morning. All right, but into the guns now, Mouse. Everybody's strapped. No AWP for Torch yet, right? Also keep that in mind. If they break through with the rifles, we know the Orb's going to come out later in the piece anyway. Jacob and Frozen paired up to clear out A ramp. Jimmy playing on the top row, having to worry about Pound's push as well, so this is timing.
Ooh, trade provided by Frozen, but Jimmy does well to get his.
Now that's the short player noted, right? So they're going to make a move off the back of that information. No, so just grouped up around middle, loose piece of Spinks. Torchy heading back to make sure there was no T-spawn push as well, so quite diligent stuff at the moment. They are worried if that push followed through.
CT connector smoked. Brokey, is he pushing this? Spinks is going to be there. He's holding this. This is an important duel, and Spinks just got caught on the quick switch. Has vision and nails the headshot onto Brokey.
I'd let Brolin lurk A now, because if you find a gap, then everybody can come through underpass back to A. And if you know that it's Brokey, traditionally the window player, they're up to something a little bit funky. Twist and Frozen, both staying on A, so that might be the wrong call, and that's actually what they're getting up to. So they're not letting Brolin lurk. They're just going to group up. Brolin through ramp, 3 through con. Here comes the finish.
All right, well, there are going to be CTs here.
Carrigan's on the way.
On earth could this go wrong? Can't really... Oh, maybe you could burn him? Wow, look how much damage they've done with that incendiary. No spam from Carrigan. He wants eyes drawn towards CT, hoping to get this flank onto the connector linger of Spinks. Is he going to be anticipating this? He's not looking. Nice find. Carrigan removes one.
いいグレいいグレ
Unable to provide exertion with a double kill. Carrigan could come up clutch.
おお香りが
needed that. Little bit of chat coming out of Carrigan.
Well, when you're so far down the board, you got a lot of ground to make up. At least they're enjoying themselves here. Love this one from Frozen. So much damage done, and then when the nade comes into play later.
Yeah, fair play. Incendiary, like a pure util kill. Really nice.
And this is stressful for Carrigan, right? Having to win that fight against Brolin. If Brolin tucks, right? Then he sells exertion, but he can play the 1v1. Instead, he wants to help his boy, and well, Carrigan.
And Carrigan not choosing to like reveal his jungle walk, so he gets that first onto Spinks. It's yeah, it's a good counter.
All right. Well, the bomb does go down. The loss bonus is in play, and it looks like the AKs are starting to don the board.
One thing I've noticed on the with the microphone icons is that Cyclone's mic never stops. It is for the full 30.
Valuable 30 seconds, aren't they?
He is very yeah. He's got a lot to say.
It must be strange, right? We're not limited at all with how much we can speak. Imagine if they go, all right, guys, you're only allowed to talk for 30 seconds, and then once freeze time ends, you have to shut up.
Yeah, that would be tough.
There's
It would
lots to
also,
convey.
yeah, would make commentary hard for sure.
It'd be like tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, throughout the rally.
rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice point.
No, I thought that was very well played there. Good shot. All right, FaZe. Well, they will need to be a little bit more convincing than that. That was a 3v4 number disadvantage that came down to a Carrigan 1v2. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they could all just be clutches. Either way,
That is the FaZe clan
Yeah,
way.
they're
動きに
starting
かかって
to
んな。
make headway from an 11-1
アウ
scoreline
プが
now
強
to
かったらこ
11-5.
このマップ強いからな。
I don't think Maz are even remotely nervous.
I think when you have 4 straight rounds where you've gotten the bomb down every time, it's the opposite of what we normally talk about. Oh, they're by, they're half, they're by. These guys feel like they're by every round.
Yeah.
Turning into an AXQ, Jacob and Brokey here. Brokey's AWP in the mix.
Exertion hoping to slink behind the smokes, and ooh, a missed shot from the AWP. How many chances is he going to get? Jacob needed another. Awkward, very awkward. Brokey's AWP onto Spinks, sure, but it's Twist that's trying to be the difference maker. A bullet into Jimmy, a 2-on-2 with that bomb again planted. Brolin's going to have a head-to-head duel here with Carrigan on the CT side. Twist unable to lend a hand. It is just a head-to-head duel, and it favors Brolan. Clean headshot from the Swedish captain.
Twist turn to clutch.
It is Twist's turn. Carrigan did it in the previous. This one feels a whole lot harder. Both healthy, and a healthy crossfire as well. Brolin last seen CT, no smoke. It really is hard mode for Twist. He's not getting the fight.
ピナー投げもんねえじゃん。
Gonna give it a fake. Hope to catch Jimmy swinging, and does do so. Now got to run at him. No chance for this one. Hoping he can force the fight. Needs to get on it immediately. Does hit the headshot. Not going to have the time. So a 12th found. Not too long into this second half before Maz to finally break through. What was that? The 5th consecutive plant?
Yeah, that's it, right? They're getting into the side every time, so this is why it's so difficult. But Mauser making some noise. Carrigan with a bit of smack talk, but it's just one more round now. And the buy is going to be brittle because of the state of the nation. Those rounds being so close, FaZe haven't been able to build a bank. And this is tough for Twist, right? Because he knows that Brolin spawn, and then in terms of Jimmy, he could be anywhere. Good, it's good. They need to show some attitude. I would like it even if Mouse became the bad guys. Right, like
lean into it.
Right, they need some form of a personality. I would like if they became the bad guys. I'm in.
I'm actually already thinking like a Dr. Evil skit.
Yeah, rebrand.
Yeah. Get Exertion with like a cat on his lap.
Look,
Meet again, Mr. Anderson.
2 Deagles, a FAMAS, an MP9, and an M4 walking to round number 18.
Sounds like a joke, or at least the start of one. We'll see who's laughing. Certainly not looking great for FaZe's map pick in this one, but as you said, you know, coming into this one, FaZe are trying to work out what their map pool is. Mao seem pretty certain about theirs, and you heard from the interview Trace gave with Exertion.
They're happy with the veto no matter what.
Very happy with the veto no matter what. Definitely more depth in their map pool. Flash likely. We're off the HE. Okay, so Frozen. Oh, I thought he'd be favored there. Important find from Twist. Stops it from spiraling, but look at this. This is quicker than maybe Twist is ready for. Slipping into the murder hole, and he's the one doing the murder.
こりゃきついね、CT。
On B, they're coming his way.
分断されたわ。
He only has a Deagle. So these need to be okay, never mind. He
M4.
only had a Deagle.
That's a lot better than the Desert Eagle for a multi-kill spray down. He's going to need to provide.
Brookie and Jacob are both playing in the A-ramp smoke right now.
Let's
So
go. Carrigan's worried about his flank as well, so this is brutal. He's like looking for Exertion. Oh, he spotted the bomb. Oh, he's in so much trouble. He is in so much trouble. Surely Mirage ends here. Jimmy has secured the site. And Mao's looking very good to convert their first map of this what could be double best of 3 day. Loser, of course, goes home.
Yeah, And both Mouse and Falcons wanting to avoid their worst placements in a while. Mouse, their worst placement of 2025 was at Katowice. That was with a stand-in. Jacob's got one. Exertion low.
Yeah, the MP9 could find Exertion, but they're not going to get much more. Just like that. Whoa, that's a dominant start. Phases map pick, and they've got 5 rounds to boast. Mouse looking confident.
ベースピックのミラージュ取りやがった。さすがに強えな、モーズは。
And it's their map Inferno up next.
さすがやね。
飛行機もお得すぎて興奮しているようです。
あ、そうだわ。しょやっぱこの BGM いいなぁ。ほんとなんか、勇気ある元気になるわ。あったもんな。 でね。いないんだけど。 一体どこだ。いやいやいやいや。だったな。実戦でもあんまり持つことないから。んで、 M4 のリコイル分かった。インフェルノやん。
And that's a sign of a lot of things, right? The comms aren't flowing, maybe the faith isn't there. There's a lot to unpack. I think everybody with the name value always want to see FaZe do well. And the reality is that last season was headlined by the major run, and they've returned to the form that most expect. Whereas Mouse, them being in this situation, it's been some time since we've seen this team play lasting time final love. Himself a rest and focus on the final best of 3 of the day. Here's a biff.
Oh, it's quite a hell of a biff. Twist is ready to fight. Brokey flashes, and Jacob and Twist profit. Job done. Trying to get out could be the hard part. Spinks has made it difficult for 1. Twist gone. It's Jacob contending with 2. Awkward fight for him. Different elevations at long range, and he's kept him busy. That Brolin should be able to book him in here. Hasn't considered it for a second. That fast flank. And Brokey actually going to be very cheeky. Stays forward with the knowledge that Brolin is in apartments.
Has the bomb too, so if he catches the timing right now, Brokey, no,
missed it.
He hasn't, so he's going to try and track this one down. And look at this, burrowed back in T-spawn. Jimmy's on the bridge.
This is an unusual pistol. Frustrating death for Brokey.
Yeah, and I think for FaZe, right, I'm saying, what are you meant to say in that team huddle? Well, I think you hear Carrigan talking about the DNA. That's just essentially the way that they want to approach the game. And one of the keys for FaZe is causing chaos, bringing everyone else down to your level, right, bringing you into the mud. And one way to do that is to play aggressive. Mouse have iced them out in this situation. Said, well, if you want to push, you want to fight, you can keep on coming. This has all happened within the first 20 seconds.
Oh, that's valuable.
Now they're going to erupt into a...
Oh! You had to hit that one, Carrigan. Nailing the headshot.
Real chance for Jimmy in this one.
It
Both come short
is.
side.
They're going to partner up.
Oh.
And he's dead. Frozen books him. Wow, Frozen and Carrigan turn that 2-on-3 into a 2-on-0. An important pistol to start off proceedings, map 2.
Yeah, they didn't give him a chance to get into that moment, did they? And Jimmy also decided to plant open. Normally, when you've lost so much space on the map, you plant safe. But Jimmy thought he had a little bit more time, and that's going to cost him. But we will see the force bite.
Because it starts so well. I think what I was impressed by Mouse was the way they found a solution to this by locking them in, you know, taking the fight from Bridge, taking the fight in Spinks' headshot as well. And this shot from Carrigan makes life a whole lot easier, doesn't it? Impactful from Frozen.
How are they going to be able to continue to set the tone on this CT side? Obviously, winning out the banana jewels is one thing, but having Exertion running at you with full nades is always going to be tough. So that's where we're going to have our key focus. Essentially, Frozen and Carrigan up against Exertion. He will have support. It's not just going to be him running up banana on his own, but he's the point man. Okay, so car molly to deny information. And with that down, looks like they're going to start to congregate quickly for an A execute. Smokes, flashes, and a molly in the mix. It's a passive setup on A. Anti-force. Brokey on the balcony. Jacob in pit. Twist to support from the long side. Hoping that flash lands, forces some spam, but think of what they were looking for. They've just blocked top mid. They're already ahead on a timing.
Oh, Spinks does very well. Best twist in the head-to-head short side. Wrapping on
これ B 刺さるんじゃねえのあええよ
Yeah, Brokey's going to try and play in the smoke. It's his best bet, best option right now. Jacob's going to be forced onto the reload. They're closing the gap on him. So much pressure applied here by Mouse, and it's only Brokey left to do anything.
Lucky there's a TK in the mix. Still a 3v3.
Yeah, it's still looking like it's going to be that bomb planted. It's just that rat in the system. Brokey in apartments limits some of their post-plant options. Keeps attention drawn as well, which will buy time for the others, Frozen and Carrigan, to try and retake the A site in back-to-back rounds. Did it on the pistol, now up against the force. Exertion so low on HP, is going to be looking for answers, trying to get something, some value out of that 3 points of health.
No kit here.
Carrigan's dead, no kit, and running light on time. Maybe he is just going to be saving those two rifles. I say that, Brokey does bring the fight, and Frozen unable to connect onto their head with that flashbang. So Mao's quickly wrestling back for control. Despite Brokey's best efforts, but yeah, Jacob in the pit getting nothing done.
So they've thrown a mid-block smoke, but they're already in brackets, and then it's Twist on his own. So you would have hoped that somebody would have gone with him to try and clear out top mid. A little bit too disconnected their phase, and I think that's probably the best word to describe them so far in this series. Now they'll be down to the force buy behind the saved M4 of Frozen.
フォースバイ完璧刺さったな
257s and MP9. And Jacob getting essentially
Ah.
nothing. I understand there's a TK there, but the pit anchor, he gets one, then Brokey gets another. Maybe the TK doesn't happen, but still you'd have an even game state, and that didn't seem to matter anyway. Deep, Frozen ahead of that, still cops a light lick, transitions now into the site alongside of Carrigan. Banana Control and Halls and Boiler is about to be all Mausers.
Moto Arch steps her. Jacob needs something. Combines with Brokey for one. Position and whereabouts noted. Twist times it to perfection. Catches a back turn, but Jimmy's there. Important trades into the site. Mouse sees the A control.
強い
Fast up short, the two of them, Carrigan and Frozen. Bomb hasn't been planted yet. Can they catch the timing?
Yeah, it's not looking great, is it? Jimmy's safe on the pit. Now Zershan has that crossfire torch. He's even on the elevated box. Going to be guaranteed a headshot, you'd think. Charging on in, it's a messy spray. Frozen's into play, nearly a just for three.
Okay, that one got costly, but that should now see Maus taking this next round and confirming their third. Has to be the phase eco. Get in there saying they're full eco. So making sure that they're identifying the little details. Talk about the finances a lot, but it's just so hugely important. And the problem with, oh, okay, hold up, I take it back. They've gone in again. So the fact it has come down to just one man staying alive, FaZe have decided to shove behind this.
And you can kind of understand how it's going to subvert the expectation, because we just heard Mouse say they've got no money.
Yeah, so you don't want to be throwing too many pieces of utility or showing yourself if you don't have to right now. If you're FaZe, you do just hope that this gamble of the B stack is correct. So they know that coming into this round, you had the 1900 loss, right? They're assuming you take the eco, then with the 2400, you've got yourself M4s with util. Grenade and a smoke.
Probably get a little suspicious now.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. If you start seeing a little bit more, yeah, okay, well, then they're not going to have a great buy next round at all. So maybe the penny has dropped that they've come up against some resistance if they were thinking they were just going to walk into USPs. So pressuring top banana, now rerouting again. They've really had a good time over towards this A side.
Yeah, looks like they're going to try it again. Blocked.
Well timed on that smoke.
Roki's ready if they want to run through it. He's going to put prime position
Oh.
to connect, and he does. Farms up a double kill. Now Jacob, so much for him to do. Twist has done what he couldn't, and now Frozen should have the round right here. FaZe, the force converted. If they could just find Torji. He's getting overrun. Too many bullets. Not enough time. He's got 17 points of health. Another on the plate. He's ready. He's got pressure onto Brokey. And
Tsuyo.
Torji can save Mouse. One hell of a clutch on the plate. Just Carrigan to find Torji with 25 seconds to piece it together.
Love this from Torji. Just burrowing into the pit, letting Carrigan play.
Noobs always play.
朝菜をよく使っているチームでは仕事のための仕事の時間
Is Carrigan really walking into this crosshair? Torji's
Timing.
the short side. One
Timing.
Let's do it, FaZe. That's cheeky. A crazy turnaround, a crazy turn of events, and a frustrating round loss, I'm sure, for Maus.
Okay, so now they're going to likely force buy back in. This will continue. They have an AK available on Jimmy. The rest are able to get in. Brolin with the Lil, some Deagles and Tech 9s most likely. Torji does such a good job here, right? This type of round could have been a real nice trendsetter for FaZe. If they had kept those 3 players alive, they'd been able to pick up those rifles. Their buy is still not great. It's an MP7 for Twist and a Famous for Jacob. Some really nice moments for Brokey though, right? You see how well he plays around the cusp of that smoke, expecting them to pop on through. Massive double for him to deny ramp potential. There's now the shoe on the other foot. FaZe has to win this one to humble the finances of Mouse. Remember, they won the pistol, then lost the following 2, but have won a consecutive force buy back. So the tug of war continues.
Yeah, it's not a competition about who has the better buy here, though.
Well, think about how asymmetric it's been. Right now, if they just head up towards Banana and execute, the setup is Frozen over towards Coffins.
Oh, it's just Frozen towards the coffins.
おい、自分で食らってんじゃないか。
This is brilliant for Mouse. You've got a golden opportunity now. The B site's yours. A huge opening kill, making a double from Brolan. Sure, Brokey's chipped in through the smoke, but this one's already looking pretty bleak. You've even got Spinks holding for extra exits.
Yeah, the fact that he's still here to contain this, that came way too easy, right? They shouldn't have been able to fall apart that quickly.
Carrigan's going to be really not too happy with himself there.
Well, Twist does silence Spink, so at least that helps secure the way out with the rifles. I say rifles, it's just the A4 on Brokey, isn't it? Jacob with a Famous and Twist with an MP7. It's better than nothing.
Oh, I'd like to see that pick from Brolan again. High impact from him.
Yeah, massive frag.
Like, it wasn't much from Carrigan. You know, most of them, they're kind of playing just a tiny pixel, just a spot. So he's a little crouch peek, perfect pre-aim, and he peeks in with his head. Perfect pre-aim.
Wow.
Carrigan's head, bang on.
How else can you frame it? Round-winning opener there from Brolin.
Dude, 6 fucking kills, man. Good job.
Well, I told you the hype man. Or hype man.
Oh, but hype.
YGL もあんな、
Evil. I like that.
あんな前出るんだ。
Alright, well,
Adamas
not-
Torzas, the hype man.
we're not in the gun rounds, but we may as well be, I suppose. Everyone's shoving all in every round.
Love it. Cool little play there. Synchronizing your smoke break with a flashbang, but nothing netted. Oh, hang on. Jimmy. Oh, he's gone down quick. It's a nice find from Twist. That could have very easily been a double.
Can't believe he's got one there. Jimmy's had some miraculous frags in this series so far when it looks like he's up against it. Brokey searching.
Going for a look. And he's found a freebie. Catches exertion, anticipates Spinks on the reaction. Has he got another here? Ooh, Spinks
いや、このピークがみんなうまいよな。
3 on
本人なんだよな。
3. Backing to B.
So Twist can always play early for info, but they've been punished with the regress, right? So you're probably not going to want to step into this on your own. Frozen is tucked in second oranges. Oh, actually on top of second
40
oranges,
秒。
excuse me.
投げ本がないな、CD。
If he gets nothing done, it's a long rotation and then a 2v3. If he gets one, They can give it a look. There'll be a few left on the site on his corpse.
Okay, Frozen, how do you approach this? You uncrouch and you just get the one.
Up and out of fast, very rapid.
They cut noise at the right time. Spinks gets no early warning, no indication, but peeking in. AK versus SMG, thriving! He's doing it all. Well handled by Spinks. Mouse will secure it, increasing that gap between them and FaZe.
Okay, FaZe. There you go. That's what I'm saying. They're playing with rubbish guns.
I just want a gun, a belt of util.
It'd be nice to be able to play evenly matched, right? So I don't fault them. Hold on. Now here's where you'd be a bit shitty if you're Carrigan, is you hear that and you go, all right, we'll take the save. You take the save and you bring out the guns and the round because you could have at least kept them limited, right? Been going back and forth. You've already won a force buy. Why couldn't you do it again? I know that was another force buy. I do agree with Twist in the sense of let's get the guns out.
I mean, it is. I'm sure it is frustrating. Taking Angel's SMG v AK on multiple occasions, you're going to feel pretty hard done by. I feel like you're playing it in hard mode.
Yeah, but they also spilled in their balance as well, so I guess the one where Torji almost clutched out is the real problem, right? Yes. You win that round, but it could have been so much better, worth so much more. You take the round, of course, but what could have been is now they're fully strapped. They will have B for free. Exertion, they're just letting him search. It's always a pleasure to watch as well when Exertion and Torji are on their games. And obviously it hasn't just been that. Jimmy was very good on Mirage as well. Spinks has been great. Rollins had some really impactful kills. So Mars are looking very good at the moment.
Yeah, we're just playing hide and seek for round 7.
3D Max versus Falcons on their second map. If you want to go check out that action as well. They're on Dust 2 now, and the third and decider, if they need it, will be Nuke. Later today, we've got GT versus Spirit. That's for semis or quarters. Australians versus Furia. That's for the final spot in Group A. And then to round out the day, Vitality versus Aurora. I think that could be an interesting one. I think if you're Apex and Co, you're looking at, okay, well, this time last year at Bounty, we lost to this team.
Right.
Let's see if we can set the record straight.
I don't know. I think Aurora's just been kind of that Grim Reaper meme right now. Everyone they've faced has been brought down rather convincingly.
And Soulfly playing well.
Yeah.
This is a guy who is brought in to replace Jota. And he's really finding some output. And we've touched on it a bunch of times, but again, final game of the day with playoff ramifications as far as qualification or not goes is going to be winner of this versus winner of the 3D Max Falcons game. So plenty of Counter-Strike to come your way today. It's always a shame, right? You look at the matchup, this one gets picked, TK in the mix there too. This one gets picked on name value, but then, oh, it's a stomp. It's like, oh, well, maybe we should have put Falcons versus 3D Max on the telly. But hey, that's one thing you can't do in Counter-Strike is predict the results. Well, you can predict the results, maybe not the way we get to the result.
In fact, half of our job is predicting results.
Yeah, I'll take that one back immediately. All right, well, they've got their M4s.
Okay, this is exactly what Twist wanted. Now you just go 7-5 and everything's tickety-boom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just 7-5 on the CC side of Inferno.
Yeah. Against an incredibly informed Mouse. How hard could that be? Timing everything with this HE.
Oh.
And it's bang on. Damage from Carrigan's $300 investment. Roland and Exertion, they've got wonky legs now. Jelly legs. Imagine you had a third, that would have been it. Bowling from Anderson. How's that? Exertion's got one, that could have been the double, man.
俺がインフェルノ。
Ein.
Well, this has forced their hand back to, hey, at least to investigate for the time being. Rotation over now. Carrigan joining Brokey and Jacob, both pit side. Gonna wait this out, or are they gonna reroute?
That's the conversation they're having.
Okay, rerouting in through Boiler.
It's a test for this Brokey Jacob A site.
You'd love to keep it clean, Alex.
You really would.
Let's just have to rebuy 1 or 2 guns, guys. Let's not turn this into a clutch or anything chaotic.
Carrigan is playing for 1 and gets away with his life. Flash for the re-swing. Oh, didn't find the finish. Look at the health, though. More costly than they would have liked. Brokey finds the finish onto Jimmy and an opportunity for Jacob as well. Oh, dear.
Oh.
They've collapsed just in time for a plant. Exertion and Spinks break in. Output from Exertion with that aforementioned 1 point of health. He might slip into Boiler just in time.
タイミング。
Just as they arrive, it's getting harder to see FaZe taking this one. Exertion with output on the 1 HP. Not 1, but 2 kills with the lowest health you can possibly have. And that nade's not going to find Spinks, or at least it's not going to find the finish. Now Exertion activates, and Spinks is having trouble finishing off his meal. Exertion's ready to finish. A back presented, a double kill on the 1 HP. Now he has to clutch. Time on his side. It's ticking away. It's their round. Damn, that's
1 HP で3キル。
Okay, well,
He doesn't even go down to the bomb. He lives.
yeah. See that from Exertion. Talking about nameplate Counter-Strike right there. Jimmy, they saw your name. They didn't care about apps anymore. So Jimmy's activated on long. They've left Exertion there to become the apps piece, and it's been absolutely perfect. Well, that's a 4v5, and that was a clean opener found by FaZe. The nades did all the damage. So you get your guns, but you don't get your round, and the woes continue.
How many CT rounds has it just been a less than ideal vibe for FaZe?
As far as stories go, the one that I was looking at this morning is... Oh, here these nades come again.
Oh.
All right, you've
Mata
got
Flora.
the nades, guys. We need more than that, though, don't we?
We do need a bullet onto Xertion's head, and he's the one handing out haircuts right now. Carrigan clotheslined.
Come on in.
Yep.
The water's warm.
He's just got extra health, I think.
The 200 armor buff.
Yeah.
From those super soldiers right now.
Heavy.
Well, Jimmy's on A, so there is at least a 4v3 opportunity for FaZe over towards B that they don't know. The bomb's down 40 seconds.
ヤギッシュで履歴書を作ったらそのまま仕事も見つかった。
Jimmy's still on A. They'd have to get really out of control. Oh, they've also planned it for Jimmy. It's in the open for CT.
Round feels secure, doesn't it? Xertion playing around the smoke, anticipates a nade break, and still gets another one. Double kill from Exertion. Brokey's got to try and deal with this Jimmy finish, and ooh, 1 more bullet. Now 2 on 2, no time. Brutal for FaZe Clan. More kills that mean diddly squat. Torji gets away with his AWP, and Jacob doesn't get away with anything. 7 now to 2.
All right, what do Maus call 9-10? Now, obviously, it's the AWP from the Mongols.
Yes.
But what type of peak is it? Is it...
I know what it is. I'm guessing.
Okay.
My guess would be the one where Torji goes as fast as he can up mid and like peeks into arch or quad side, you know?
Okay.
Just because that's the kind of thing we've seen from 9-10.
Well, we also don't know if they said, yes, we can do 9-10.
Because Spinks immediately said, no, I want to do something else.
Okay, well, we're not doing 9-10.
Ooh, missed shot. Missed opportunity. Not going to be too happy. This time more forward stance with the B defense. Brolin can't avoid the phase nades, can he? Got double dunked on in the previous by Carrigan.
I think you'll keep taking it if you keep winning the rounds. I'll be the nade sponge. It's all good. This, I would say, is the first full gun round by the classic Chad Birchall definition.
Yeah, it just took 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Ooh, frozen on the smoke walk. Exertion. He adjusts.
Covered by Torji. They are flowing right now. This is good counter-strike from Maus.
Oh, and the 1-2 punch, a leg shot. Xertion's holding. It's just flawless. Brokey finding just the one. He knows he's going to have to make the play to keep hold of the site, but he's about to eat that flashbang. Disappears into the smoke. And did Brolin catch him? Or is he about to walk? Torji receives an AWP delivery. Thanks very much.
Okay, so the worst placement for Mouse in recent history was Katowice last year.
まあセーブだろう
Sphinx
な。
couldn't play, but they had to use Alex.
That's right.
The worst placement for Falcons in recent history, and this is with Kiyosuke and the roster, was Cologne. So take those results as starting points for both teams. From those moments onwards, obviously one is longer than the other, I'm aware. But they've made the playoffs of all the events that they've attended.
Right.
So the fact that the two of them have to go toe-to-toe today... Well, hold up, actually. I shouldn't be disrespecting 3D Max right now. I don't know what the scoreline is over there. Assuming Falcons win and Mouse win, one of those two teams will have their worst placement since Cologne for Falcons or
Since
Katowice last year for Mouse.
Good covering fire.
Bloody fantastic, I'd say.
Couldn't ask for more. And the fact that Torji did just swap out. Picks up the AK as Brokey emerges from the smoke. Couldn't have made it any easier. Neo's going to pull the... Actually, it surprises me now. No, I'm looking at it. That's the first phase timeout. 10 rounds into a rather bleak half.
This is tough to watch, right? FaZe losing to 3D Max, 13-7, 13-2.
Yeah.
13-2 was on their map choice.
Well, 3D Max are coming in with a point to prove. They're not kind of satisfied with just being a gatekeeper anymore, but you do have to take down big names, not just FaZe, your Falcons, of course, in that head-to-head currently going down on the B stream.
How's this? FaZe have not won their map choice in the 3 series they played.
How is that? That's bizarre.
Well, I think it just goes to show that their identity and their approach to the game and everything, I don't want to say they're still trying to iron it out. It just...
Lackluster.
It's not where it needs to be.
Now Torji gets to go and search top mid, hoping someone overextends.
These are the setups where I feel really bad for the A defenders, right? You're not playing for any brackets control, right? Film is one of those maps. I was always back in the day talking about the transitional defense, right? You at least want to be playing short or long and jiggling, so you know when to drop back. But with how good players are with the pre-aim these days, you're so susceptible to giving up a kill. And Frozen's found one, but the advantages have meant nothing for FaZe so far.
Oh, Carrigan's going to need to be very quick on the
よくねえ
draw.
か。
Doesn't finish off the AWP, softens him down to just
マ
6
ジでよく
points
うめえ
of
な。
health.
I just love the poise from Mouse in these situations, though. Even when they are in a man disadvantage and players low on HP, they keep the ideas flowing and they find finishes. But looking for a fight and that finish, Rogue's coming through the smoke. That's a kill given back over.
And Twist could be caught backpedaling. Jacob's got a head-to-head duel. Big find from Twists. And if Brolin goes down the round, it's going to fall apart for Mouse. Torji's trying to reposition Apps. Brolin keeps the pressure on, hoping that the AWP can finish off the job, and he might. Oh, doesn't hit the flick. Now they know. Looking good for at least number 3. Ooh, FaZe, they need 4 minimum if they want to keep this conversation of a competitive second map.
I think normally I'd be setting the bar by what, we've seen with a lot of top teams. It feels very lackluster from FaZe, the counter-strike we're getting today, so it's hard to build that same case in the same way we would for other squads.
Yeah, there is an air that this is just delaying inevitable results.
I suppose we need to see like a fire start around where we see them get fired up and it's well played and it's off of each other. There's some good teamwork.
Yeah. I think the biggest highlight for me, and you kind of left grasping for something to celebrate in the scoreline like this, but FaZe's util definitely has looked more polished on B. Some nice HE grenades. That's about it. And there's some right back from Mouse. They managed to convert off of it. Brolin, ooh, covered by Spinks. He was supposed to go down to the twist swing.
No Carrigan's here.
Yep, and they're looking for him. The flash thrown out does swing off, and nothing for Carrigan's spray. Decisive entrance into the B bomb. Great for collection of the 9th and a missed shot from the Torji. Not going to be the end of the world. You've even got the flank coming in from Jimmy.
チンパッド裏また取ってんのかよ。
Jacob, at least with a full belt of nades, going to try and force them and flush them into angles for the AWP, but it feels like Jimmy's just secured this round. Trying to end their half. Confirmation of the AWP, anticipates the flank for a moment, and yeah, it's all falling into place for Mouse.
This is 2 extremely dominant first halves of play for Mouse on Mirage. Their opponent's map choice. It was 11-1 as Jacob stick, but there's just no time for this. He'll go down to Jimmy, and on Inferno, their map choice 9-3 on the T side. A pistol, and we'll call this one done.
O母さんからのプレゼンテーション。ナナちゃんへ、あなたは小さい頃から夢に向かって一生懸命で、家族みんなで応援しに行ったの懐かしいな。あなたの次の夢は海外で羽ばたくこと。ここから先はついていけないけど、どこにいても応援しているよ。伝えたい思いのそばにキャンバー。
endless now. Head over heels again. I don't wanna be alien to you. I swear I saw the light. I pushed the
あんね。
I can CT. Not out. City one far back. No, back to kill. He's coming to you, Jimmy, coming to you.
Good job, Rocky. You are so fucking bad in this game.
One set. We have money, it's fine.
Fucking sitting in the car and still cannot kill me. Holy shit.
Man, sick man.
Nice, sorry, sick kills, bro.
Thank you. Sorry.
This is what I want to see, Alex. I want to see them become the bad guys. I want to see them with some attitude. I want to see them shit-talking their opponents.
Hell yeah.
People might not think they're those type of guys, but it doesn't take much to become them.
That's that Jimmy aura.
I don't think he's got the most.
Oh, wow.
やべえ池ある。
The new earring, man.
It's all good, boys.
何この絵っ
I've been in
て。
worse situations.
ボロボロすぎやろ。
We are phase. It's doable. It's very unlikely. They are 3 straight losses on Inferno to start well, 2 to start the year. The last loss in 2025 was against Vitality in the grand final. Before that, though, they had won 6 straight at the major. So their Inferno not giving them what they need.
He hasn't nailed it there. Tough to track for Exertion. Long-range dual Berettas. No one's saying it's ideal. As they head towards CT spawn, and he gets a free shot to a walking Brokey. Back of the head, tapped off. Jimmy gooshed by Jacob's Glock on the A site, and Brolin's having
still
trouble. Yeah, Spinks goes down. That's actually a huge frag from Frozen.
Okay.
Crucial. That's big from Brolin despite his 8 HP.
Yeah, he's playing with confidence.
Yeah, and it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Torch is on the way. He's going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting here.
Oh, doesn't nail that first headshot, and his teammates are low, so that's a big death to be giving up. Jacob gets that claw back. Low HP Brolin, does he really find more output? Yes, he does! Impeccable! Impervious to damage! Oh, this is making him sweat, isn't it? Constant attempts. The individuals from Mouse certainly putting their aim on display. Impressive attempt from Brolin.
Now, it's about the conversion for FaZe, but Brolin getting 3 kills, everybody knows what that means, and if you don't, I'll tell you, he can now drop an M4.
Who's the lucky lad?
It's likely, yeah, it is. So their force buy is... Oh, actually, Spinks is the man who ends up with the M4 out of it. Okay.
They had a quick thumb war to decide who gets the AK.
I think right now, FaZe, obviously, they win the pistol on the CT side. They can't win the follow-up. You have to do it this time.
Yes.
That conversation was forgivable in the first half because it was the first half.
Yeah, they did get into a rather deep hole as a product of the force by war. Now what? Break on half wall, nothing spotted. It is just Exertion here, so trying to act bigger than he is.
想像してみてください。理想のアプリを思いのままに作れる世界。ベース44は思い描いたアイデアを。
Not bad in terms of damage done with the nade there, so we'll see if they're able to capitalize on exactly that. Spinks looking like he wants to play in this mid-smoke, so he can react off of his teammates who have just spurted forward on the short side. Spinks will rotate over to join Exertion on B. For the finish, it's going to be 2 smokes.
It's pulled Torji. The 2 smokes pull a 3rd man off of the A site. Frozen needs to kind of find a commitment to keep the boots planted. It's working out wonderfully. Now they start their finish towards the A site. Jimmy and Brolin. Desert Eagle headshot would be the perfect start. Hasn't provided. Just one to Carrigan's body. Forced wide into the MP9, and it's not the multi he desired. Jimmy just the one.
Pull it off. Hold on to these. Go again into the next. It's tough there. You can see what happens, right? Brolin actually wants to stand and keep delivering whatever he can. As soon as he starts pathing away, it almost forces them to look at Jimmy.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh.
Doesn't get the element of surprise he was counting on.
Same conversation we had on Mirage. And Neo's sentiment, right? We've seen it plenty of times before. We all know it's possible, but there are certain signs that need to start happening. And I think the clearest indication is winning rounds, and winning rounds that you should. So this is a first step in that direction, but you will have to go up against 2 MP9s and M4 again into the next. So it won't be an easy round by any stretch of the imagination. Gave himself a few opportunities there, didn't he? There you see it opens up. Oh, okay. I also see Jimmy. And then Jacob just swoops in and finds that trade.
Elimination knocking, if Mouse can close.
This one turns into just a 3-round game. Still feel like you're walking the tightrope, but it is definitely possible.
Forward stance from Spinks and Torji, respectively.
I like in this round that... Ooh.
That is a lot more than I was expecting from Torji.
And he has found decent timing. So by playing forward, finding nobody in holes at all, and nobody even spotting for it, there's still a couple of problems. Now, it has informed Mouse to stack B. Now, this doesn't have to be the finish from FaZe. Twist and Jacob could still try and find them another avenue out. But the pressure has forced out a smoke. Now it's just 2 flashes. So does Torji go overlooked? That becomes the next question. He's not playing for confirmation. Now he's essentially in a limbo position. If they do return to A, and he's able to get a kill as they're trying to slip up mid from Boiler, then they're going to have to worry about holes this entire time. So Torji, what level of output can you find?
What kind of sound cues are FaZe going to give him? There we go. Here's the wrap short side.
Well, they know this is a possibility.
Yeah, they know they haven't taken any apartments info.
Are they just saving again, Mouse?
Just going to do it again next round?
I think the armor is key.
Sure. Save
で
yourself
リテイクは行くの
good amount of cash.
なんで
You
そ
can
こ
get
いるんだよ、
yourself
つな
a
る
little
よな。
upgrade. Taking down Carrigan. And actually going further forward.
Torji looking for an AWP, so yeah, he's got one now, right? He'll be able to buy that.
いや、スモーク投げなければ多分そのまま行ってたかもな。
Actually contend, but Torji's done more than enough. He'll be able to drop that glue to somebody else. He'll be able to buy himself an AWP. So decent output. Oh, he wants more. So looking for damage. Torji will eventually go down, but it's all good.
Playing for the exits. Brokey's half-hearted hunt has resulted in another death, and Spinks' M4 now revealed.
I just feel like they were looking for a safe haven.
Yeah, it's costing
Lose
everything.
That is such a costly round.
That's really punishing. It's one of those rounds where you won, but at what cost?
Yeah, so everybody can get everything they desire besides Jacob, who's down to a Galil so he can facilitate the nades. They've brought in a couple of HEs here, and I think I heard Brokey say something about a break. So let's see if they're just going to do the standard AWP post at base at Banana, because you know that Exertion's going to come charging down. So you're able to blow it open and find yourself that opening incision for round number 7.
Okay, he's looking for it.
He's quite ahead. Okay, backing off. Frozen at Broom. Extinguish for safety.
Flash coming. Exertion wants to fight. Spotted on the half wall. Good connection. Frozen completely blinded off. Exertion's jump drawing his attention enough for the flash to be a perfect connection. He profits.
Brokey with the AWP stuck at logs.
Oh dear.
オープンがバナナいるっていう
The
のもなかな
situations
か。
Brokey finds himself in. Yeah, there's no way he's getting both of them there. Does well to find anything. Now Spinks is going to get really hot and heavy. Flushed into the fight by the Molotov.
All right, that's well handled. Now they're looking for the finish. No, Brolin likely still over towards B, and that's the right call. He was on A, but had to rotate back. Now up middle. Do they smoke off long?
Looks like Torji's going to have a smoke in front of his face. No one peeking ahead of it, so good restraint.
So essentially pressure on Jimmy. If there is a Moto smoke.
That would nullify Torji's position. Thrown out now by Carrigan. How's Jimmy going to play this? Has the vision, tracks well, no trade from Carrigan, he's having trouble.
うまい、このポジション。
Stalwart on the site, and a clutch for
ポジション変
Jacob,
更がうまい。
locking down the short side. If he returns, he is a dead man. We'll be peeking into Torji. Ooh, what? Missed shot from the AWP. Chance to plant, chance to clutch. Good work from Brolan. Just closing in on him, choking him out.
It's all about Jimmy for me in that situation, that double kill. Right, they were able to delay that for so long as well. So great anchor work there from Jimmy on the site. And now it's just 3 more rounds as they're able to pick up their first on the defense.
Yeah, it's rare to see Jimmy not get one in those kind of scenarios, those 3-on-3s. This was a weird situation for Brokey to be left in.
It's done well to get one.
Does.
And then they deal with Spinks, but this is the round winner. Right, Twist trying to make space. That trade by Carrigan not immediate. Still laboured from Jacob as well. And then he's surrounded in the 1v2. And now all the damage of the round where they were up against the double dip of the Force leaves them with some Tech 9s, a Mac 10, a Galil, and a Deagle.
Such little variance in the fragging department as well. Every member of MAU's contributing relatively equally.
Exploding mid.
They are. Torgy's in that position, but we're flashed off the line. Still Spinks there. Runs out of bullets, loses his head.
So plenty of force by wars in the first half, didn't we?
So no smoke on his belt, but Exertion will be able to block with the incendiary. Buys himself 6 seconds for Brolan to get closer.
Brolan has a smoke at HE.
Oh, even better. Just in time. Just in time. It's flowing so nicely. Brolan can get himself across. They're going to flash and go. Brolan anticipating this, just starts to spray ahead of the play. There's Xerxes with a chip in. It's just so well constructed. FaZe back to spawn. An 11th round in the bag for MAU's. Definitely looking comfortable on their map pick. And for FaZe, they're running out of chances. Bags are half packed. Here in Krakow.
2 bullets in the Deagle. Needs to get that bomb, having trouble finding it. And now he just has to sit the plant. Just going to run him down. And they'll get that one with ease. It will now have to be a tough choice for FaZe. Do we just force play out the game? Do we eco this one, give them 12? Yeah, it's falling apart.
One team looked like they're having the best day, and one team looked like they're having the worst. Vibes are high.
Not a lot being said by Neo here. Well, there we go, starting to chip in now. I guess yeah, you're resigning yourself to exactly what I said. You eco this, you're essentially playing for 6 straight rounds.
6 straight on the T side of Inferno. How likely is that? Don't have to be a mathematician to tell you.
Just the Counter-Strike that they've played today with the 2 maps combined now. Mirage was 13-5. They've done one better so far, but you can tell that they aren't on the same page and things aren't flowing. We saw on the way in from the highlights to start the day, Carrigan with a lot to say in their game against BCG. Felt like he was just doing the same just there. Yeah, and more of MAU's just smiling from ear to ear.
Beautiful. You could definitely do the Futurama intro, couldn't you?
I'm having to rack my brain to remember the Futurama intro, to be honest with you, man.
Dung, 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 dung.
Yep, okay.
I like that.
Glad you had that on the tip of the brain.
What do we think about the new knife sounds, Chad?
Don't mind them.
You don't? No, me neither.
No, it's all good.
Kind of tickles my brain as well. I think it sounds quite good. The draw animation sound.
When they first make them, people hate them, and then everyone gets used to them. It's like, yeah, what would we have done without them? And then eventually we'll change away from that audio and it'll be something new, and they're like, man, we hate this new one, we like the old one. And we're like, well, the old one or the new old one?
Yeah.
いかに UD を稼ぐか。
The community and change.
They want some, and then when they get it, it's not the change they wanted.
Yes. But everyone wants a different change.
絶対殺す。絶対殺すって意志が感じる。
This is somewhat reminiscent of yesterday's 3D Max versus Vitality game.
It is.
But this one
マ
has
ッチポイント。
much more dire stakes.
I'm scoring arena.
Not to say that MAU's aren't tough, but for
いいで
FaZe,
しょう。
they had an opportunity against 3D Max, which is a team who was just in the, you know, you're in the major final, you think you should be beating a
フェ
team
ズ全然いい
like
とこ
3D
ない
Max,
な。
but really, we all know that it was something special, the FaZe major run.
It certainly was.
And you're also hard to get too excited for MAU's right now. The thing is, you can continue to sing the praises and say they're playing very well, which they are. They're connected, they have a lot of ideas, they're flowing, they're confident, their aim looks on point. But they have to do this again later today. So the biggest part of all this, in my opinion, has a mistimed Molotov thrown. A nade lands. Another one in. Is they have made this quick and easy. They haven't had to stress.
Yeah.
They only have good vibes off the back of this.
You go, you have a team talk, a little strap meeting, cheeky nap.
Plenty of time for lunch.
Yep.
And to digest.
Yep. And Torji's just pushed apartments for an opening kill. That's a very frustrating opening death for Jacob to stomach. Might be the last opening death he concedes here in Krakow. Looking like the phase exit's imminent. Karrigan going to be looking to be the entry. Instead meets Flash, Flame, and Bullets. Still, Frozen is not giving up. Not ready for another, are they, though? Not ready for Spinks. That Joker at the back of the site. A second required. He can't quite finish off Twist. A dink hit. Despite Torji's opening, they'll FaZe have the advantage. Oh, for how long? Nice wallbang connection, so everybody's low. The Glock could do bits. It's not even a Glock. Wait, holy moly, that's a 5-7. That could really hurt, especially with Jimmy already removing Twist.
Oh, 強い。
FaZe Clan eliminated.
強すぎ。
Keeping it easy, keeping it smooth, and not having to put too much energy into your first of what has to be 2 best of 3s.
Yeah, pack your bags. We'll see you in the lobby phase. This has been a trip to Krakow, sure, but not one to remember. And I think that's the end of the Polish representation here in Poland. To start off the IM Winter Championship, but Maus looking pristine. That's a 13-5, 13-6, 2-0 absolute slamming against FaZe, a team that once upon a time they had issues with, but recent history, it tells a different story. Sure.
低いですよ。振り向きがきついんだよ。マジで USB 強え。アホ見てるんですよ。言いながら当たんないときは当たんないけど。頑張っ。 作ってる。あそこだと言ったね。ライフのなんか雰囲気も変わってくるな。ノーマルグローブだったらカランビってのはやっぱり。あかんな。 僕もすごい先だった。一体どこよ。あ、次でしょ。あ、なんだ。 BGM 変えよう。これは最強だな。2時間か。2時間だけど。ちょっと耳なんてやっぱ、リコイルむずいよな。バレルやるか。バレルも使う機会多いから。こんな。 ね。やばいやばい。アリルのリコイルやっちゃってる。
You lost the major, but right now you have just blood. Boston major. Versus Na'Vi, and they picked up the win 13-11. That was during the Swiss stage. It's been over 6 months since then. Oh,
we have an opening, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you got killed Magix and Con?
Yep, just a one tap to the face of the what was a B duo. Magix and Donk were responsible. Now just
Magix
on the side of the map, and they're all coming his way. He's got a block smoke, and he's elected to throw it towards Con. That is going to open up such opportunities now. You just have to get past Donk.
I think you wait. You should wait for the smoke to fade before you go. You're not in a rush. You have the man advantage, right? There's absolutely no need for pace right now. Heavy God's also going to join them, so smoke at the ready from Sampaius. How good is the flash?
And how good are these two dual Berettas?
Kinnear's on the way as well.
Shiro. Oh, crosshair was well placed. Donk does control for another. Oh no, Sampaius, a team killer. Quick 3 out of the Berettas, no problem. B-side safe, frustrating start for G2.
Especially with that opening, thanks to Heavy God. So that one is going to be a bitter pill to swallow right there. And if the pistol round is anything to go off, go back to 2024, that's where Spirit lifted the title and Donk showed the world he's a monster. 2025, they were in the grand final against Vitality. 2026, now that we've moved to Krakow, bigger arena, twice the size, twice as many people. You would love to see them making a run. And this is a really nice confidence-building series. Right? It looks like the comms are flowing, individuals are looking sharp, the ideas are there. As we do get Overpass underway, historically, a bad map for G2. This would be their best Overpass win ever.
Hunter's going to be, executed on the uncrowd. Shiro nails it on the reaction, and now Malbs has got an awful lot of work to do. They're closing the gap. Sampaius will be there to try and tap ahead on arrival. Tinir is brought down. Are you pushing through their own smoke? Donk is. He ain't playing scared, and it costs him everything. That reaction smoke leads to an advantage.
I'd have to pivot now, but if you go back, Heavy God's locked the door. So slightly disconnected was Donk. They are hanging around. Zontix will play through long. And he's been noted now.
Oh, and a nice tap from Malbs as well. Takes down the cover of the Shiro P250. Still, Zontix is advancing and can't quite find the head he needed onto Malbs.
Good round from Malbs.
Yeah, that's impact right there. Triple kill. He looked like he was on his own, and Heavy God's going to be picking him up, and understandably so. You want to see those individuals shining bright.
I think getting the intensity level right is something that G2 would probably have a tough time being able to settle in with. Obviously, they've already achieved the goal, which was getting to playoffs. I would feel against a team like this, it's their hardest opponent yet. You would really want to see where your squad is at.
Nice.
So I think Saw can be a harsh but fair coach.
Yes.
And I've liked some of the comments we've heard from him in the past. Like, boys, are we going to play Counter-Strike? That was on a Dust 2 game once upon a time. And I'd give him a bit of a dressing down outside and say, look, let's lift the energy, right? We're not going to win this if we're only at half mast. Spirit in with the force. Want to garner this connector control and then likely wear into a B split.
Something quite interesting is how aggressive Malbs is playing this round, but also they've got 2 HEs, Tenir and Magix. Looks like they might be destined for that B side of the map. Malbs,
they've slipped through.
Has no idea. Neither does Hunter.
Calling this on the Paravision. These nades will go off and they'll also erupt through Monster at the same time with flashes.
Using it for cover. Oh, nice. Perfect timing. Overlooked from Connector. Shiro stops it from being a perfect lockdown. Still the one casualty, but G2 do get past.
Talking about the aggressive position from Malbs there, I think we'll see a lot of that, a lot of risks being taken, because you've already lost your map pick, and I agree with you, the scoreline makes it look closer than it was, and you wanted to lift the energy, and I think you say, well, boys, again, we're really up against it.
Well, could you remind us and include me the stats of G2's overpass recently?
It's 2 wins out of 9 games. The wins are over Rooster and Ents.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, 2 out of 9. Certainly, outlook is bleak, but sometimes aggression the remedy.
Yeah, and I think for that energy level, it's also a sign of confidence. Now, sometimes it looks desperate and silly, and then you're still not going to hit the shots and you get wrecked. But the other side is you start picking up some momentum. You say, hey, Spirit, it's not over yet. You guys need to pull it together as the Deagle whistles by in that exchange.
He's not scared. Malbs just a forward stand and bang position. Not scared of your Desert Eagles, and you will pay the ultimate price for it. Still managed to get another, though.
This is it, right? They're going to give away a couple of deaths, and you're going to have sloppier moments, and there'll be situations where you think, oh, maybe they should be just playing the number advantage. But I think if I'm Saw, what I'm looking for is the team attempting to play. Not being scared of the opponent that you're up against. Because you can have all the protocols, have all the strategies, the fundamental understandings. If your players aren't hitting the shots, they don't feel confident to do so, you're never going to win. So right now, just 3 to find. And if you are just joining us and you're not a traditional Counter-Strike viewer, welcome to Overpass. These rounds can play extremely slowly.
Big old map.
What's a saving too if things aren't going your way on the T side? Well, underarm flash, that's cheeky. Magic takes down some pies, but Mattis is here to save the day. There you have it. So just,
that was nice. He delivered it like a FAMAS burst. That was cool. Who has a good spawn? Someone did.
Someone does.
It's good. I think, was it Mattis?
Well, we were on their camera.
Yeah, I didn't catch it.
He does.
Oh, it was maybe some pies? I don't know.
It could have been any of them.
I'm going to say someone has a good spawn.
Yeah. Someone's happy with their spawn. But first gun round, not being waylaid by any forced by wars. The AWPs brought out for both Senpais and Shiro. We should see full game plans on display right now.
I respect the playground util. Delays their progress. Oh.
The internal timer, Senpai's thinking it may have been a bit late.
Flash. Yeah, Zontic's completely booked. Heavy God sets up Mattis for a G2 opening into the first gun round. Okay, things are flowing. Tenir's even taken a heavy beating.
Told you they would be aggressive, right? This is with a number advantage. They're not turtling up. They're going to take the chances.
It can be really difficult to kind of put a lid on a CT side that are playing like this.
Exactly. This is where you're pracking, and this is what teams are doing, especially underdogs. They're making these moves against you, not in a match for a spot in the semis. Senpai's forward. Donk is...
Who's covering the Donk exit? Like if he was just a... Okay,
Hunter.
yeah, they're on the site now.
Yeah, there's 2 players. So they're going to start combing forward as well. Senpai is committed.
Yeah, he's hoping to catch them here as they round the corner. Shiro is going to be peeking into him. And oh, again with the Senpai's timings, he just falls out of into a more shallow line. Shiro ready. Primed and ready. Just too good. Far away from the fight. Senpai doesn't even see him.
All right, here comes the Yuto. 20 seconds. They got to go now. That molly's missed.
Yeah, it's not perfect. Shiro will be advancing. Heavy Gold should be set to collect here. Donk will clear. Oh, and now Shiro hitting the shots. Why is this getting so close? Running down the clock, but still with time to plant. Spirit are in. Magix and Shiro making
これよ
Magix
く
happen.
A3 で壊滅できんな。
You got Mattis, a kit and a 1v2 on the plate. Shiro seems so convinced he's just posted on the dumpster. A sound cue given away for Mattis to build that mental picture. And a headshot from Magix. What a way to turn it on.
That's a 3v5 right there. If you're not winning that one, especially after that opening exchange, Mattis takes down Zontix, but then also takes the space. You know that it has to be the A finish at that point. They also get the spam kill through the long smoke. So this is the timing on just missing the jump. We were on
timing
for a lot within that round, and then just to see him get pipped to the post, to see just eking into it with Shiro, that looks way too easy. It's the kill into Heavy God, right? The fact that that's a hard clear for Donk. It's Shiro who does end up getting the kill, but that's the one that makes the site so susceptible.
Yeah,
should be winning that. You need to be winning that.
Yeah. It looked in the opening 5 seconds like you were supposed to win that.
Well, both teams with some problems. Heavy God with an MP9. Magix with the MP7, and the AWP searching Sampaius. Shot whistles by, has another shot on the AWP. Now, if you're over towards the A side of the map, you'd start, doing this, taking some gaps that Hunter plugs. So, hey, we show the AWP, but we also know that if you want to start taking some liberties elsewhere, we're here to surprise you. So Hunter pops up his head, and this might force them into a B play.
That was the sound of an underhanded right-click smoke, so they know someone's up close. Sampaius, this is going to be a must hit. Gets awkward if he doesn't.
4 of them here.
Gets very awkward if he doesn't. Heavy God gets owned. Now we need the spray. Mattis, not enough. Sampaius got a lot of work to do dancing around the pillar, though. That's what AWPers can, but won't do. Not here from Sampaius. Hunter is saving G2. Massive multi. Tanir with a weird jump nearly cost him everything.
The bomb can plant.
Okay, but coming in from the short side, Malbs could really just walk in and collect the round here.
Oh!
Can he get to A? Yes, he can.
Just in time, Malbs saves G2. Hunter has done so much work there in the absence of a Mattis, the absence of a Sampaius. It's Hunter that makes that round a reality for G2.
Yeah, if you just fumbled a 3v5 man advantage and then you have 4 players on the site after getting an opener and then still losing the round, that one is going to leave a mark on G2 mental. So they get away with it.
I mean, yeah, I say Hunter. Of course, Malbs does get a pat on the back too. Needed someone to close. Ooh, that got way too close.
Spirit will call the tactical timeout. Now, this is the T side of Overpass, their map choice. 3 to 4 rounds should be enough for them to still get the business done in 2-0.
And an uncharacteristic start from Donk. How often, how many games in Donk's career has he started 5 rounds with empty hands?
And watch him end up at the top of the scoreboard when we finish the map.
Yeah. And how close was this?
Ooh.
It was very close.
よう当てたな、あれ。ゾンク 0キルだ。
Still with the AK in the head to Donk. They will be able to buy into the next. Zontix making a move. They got the space. Short water. Letting Donk search towards B this time.
Yeah, and Mattis could be susceptible to it. That's a valuable bit of info.
Also forces under smoke. Malbs aggressive on A. He's not backing down either.
Yeah, he is not keeping the playground facilitated by
Malbs.
Yes.
完璧やん。
It's good to see. Donk is coming ahead of this though. God, ready for the duel. 0-6 for Donk. Zontix at range, brought down. Just the one back from Tanir's Tech 9, but Mattis should have the angle here. Forced to turn the flash, supported by Hunter, who's got their exit. Hang on. Yeah, sorry.
Tanir should know.
I just walked into something. Yeah. Tanir?
I guess he doesn't know.
Okay.
Neither of them.
All right, well, hold up. There's still a minute. And now it's just become a 3v2 situation. What was it, 2v4? Hunter trying to make a play. Remember, they are going to continue to go for these motions. This is a team that's trying to battle back from a very disappointing first map. So, might be some more out-of-the-box moments.
これ多分 A だ
Magix
って
and
思っ
Tanir
たんじ
punted
ゃん。
up, both with rifles, only one with Kevlar. Nothing for Magix to work with. Heading down the fireman's pole into connector. And These teams are going to route past each other again. We've seen this
なる
happen a
ほど
couple
ね。
of
そっ
times.
からアンダー行くんか。
Mobs is actually on the way back, and he's been making
噛み合う
some
な、これ。
moments happen.
He's in the right place. Jumping up and perfectly
完璧だ
positioned.
な。
Malbs an impactful round once more. 12 frags deep, a solid haul. Ah, they lost the AK. That's a shame.
That is a shame. That's his fourth multi.
Too much of a team player.
珍しいね、ドンケツルキルって。
Okay, well, they will have noted that was just the partial buy. It'll be the full guns coming out now. That was the 2,900 loss bonus coming into this one. It'll be 3,400 going into the next. We will keep tabs on how long Donk stays silent. Standard 2-3 split of the defense. Malbs playing for Connector, not for the Fountains fight.
Flash for the Malbs swing, and Tanir is down there.
Yeah, I think that one missed, didn't it? Flash didn't make it through the door. Onto the rotating piece heading back towards A now. They are hearing presence on long. Malbs pushing in, continuing to search for fights. Smoke's about to fade in Con, so we'll be using B as his evacuation point. Thinks it's too risky to head back up. He's right, Donk is already over towards Party. Now, here's the problem. Spirit only have 2 smokes and 2 flashes to find the finish on the round, right? And they don't even have all the staging area they'd hope for. They haven't cleared out bathrooms, they don't have long control, and this is forcing their hand back into a B play.
Feels like Donk's likely to have a fight or two if they successfully find something on B. The rotation point of Connect is going to be so appealing.
Very passive setup on B.
Well, he's actually going to go down and join them, so even better. You got the whole 5-man unit going to be crunching into this site.
スローでこう行くんだね。
Malbs in a premium position to find one here with the back turn. Ooh, does. Best to near. He got rewarded as well. It's a good tap from Zontix into heaven. Zontix double entry. Knows Malbs is there. Graffiti doesn't hit the trade. Malbs again with impact for G2. Keeps their head above water.
Just heard this.
And Hunter, he just puts his head in the vice again from Zontix. 3 kills deep.
Oh.
What?
Whiplash.
Instant headshot. Finishes off Malbs. All of his hard work could be for nothing if the Orb can't go 1v2. They might just double swing in here on the drop. Perfect! Magix and Zontix, 5 kills. Spirits steal away their second.
Okay, that's a huge round from Zontix there, isn't it? Under pressure.
Wow.
Malbs getting his third opener right there on the way in blind, but 2 absolute bangers. The third one onto Hunter. Hunter knows he should have had him every day of the week, and that's going to put the timeout on the other side of the server. They need to discuss where the finances are at. They've had a couple of close rounds now, G2, haven't they? In the last patch, obviously having the board wiped there. Before that, only 3 staying alive. Before that, just the 1 with the Malbs clutch. Means that their money is in jeopardy. An M4 for Heavy God. A couple of Famuses in the mix. A Deagle for Malbs. An MP9 for Hunter. So this next round is worth 2.
There's the first. And it makes it look so good.
This one here, Hunter, I think Hunter would have heard him running. Unless comms were crazy, right? There's also that chance, but Zontix was making a lot of noise, and then Magix and Magic's getting value. I was just always happy to operate with something less.
MP7 多くね。
Just around Donk gets his first. Nade stack lined up. This is to deal with the boost.
あ、出た。サンドバッググレか。違うわ。ブーストグレだ。
4-player B stacks and pass, the only one on A. Might be another one of these slow rolls.
Forces
the smoke. Don't have many of those going, so to drop it tells they were a bit of a fear factor on B. Donk and Shiro garnering long control, need to clear out upper bathrooms. Magic's with the bomb over towards playground. To near connectors, Zontix dealing with any B pushes.
Yeah, Magic's actually picked up that bomb and taking it back to B, so this long presence is just to try and keep, or force, one of those B players over, and it looks like it's worked. Hunter is going to be knife out and rotating. So now you've really sold it. Now you throw some util, you spot an AWP, fire off a shot. Heavy God is in
he's on his lonesome.
Yeah, he is on his own.
He has the smoke. He's just blocked that short. Here comes the A execute.
Yeah, okay. Heavy God.
なるほどね。
Still seems like he's on high alert for the potential out short. Donk's trying to sell it. Heavy God doesn't move a muscle.
本命は B なんだ。
Arrows in. Here's confirmation of our presence, and he's going to use their smoke against them. Love this positionally played by Heavy God.
Oh no.
Now he can just deny the plan and win the round.
No. He's behind him.
おー
Heavy God, a round winner. Nothing Spirit can do. That is.
これは刺さったな。
He is so fortunate.
珍しい。
Right there. Tennille was literally standing right behind him in that smoke. And he's blocked short, not monster. Plays in it, comes out on the fade.
A フェイク B なのに。
That is, I mean, those are the plays we dream of making. Heavy God's just pulled it off up against Team Spirit.
Look at this, right? You've got Tennille standing right behind him.
Right.
And then he starts to transition as the smoke is fading. And then it lines up. It's a double kill out of nowhere.
Unbelievable. Yeah, disbelief.
Yeah, I'd be baffled too. How's that even happened?
Was in the short smoke. You can see Spirit have actually called a timer just to kind of piece together what went wrong there.
Well, that was their way to get to the money, right? That was a pretty rough buy for G2. You win that one, they have to take the eco. You're able to start storming away with
しかもあれやんけ。0秒キルされたから。
Wow. Not a backbreaker, but an ankle for sure.
Yeah, and that was the way for Spirit to accrue a lot of rounds. Then it would have been job done, right? Okay, you get that one, that's 3. The next one's guaranteed 4. Then the guns come back up, but going to be forced to work for their rounds, aren't they?
一旦これ見たら飯食う。一旦休憩入るわ。このラウンドだけ見たら。
So Matter starting over towards A.
Oh, might have a fight here. Boost him up and you spot a flash of the ankle. You know Malbs is in that forward stance.
Just
You're
get Molly
gonna be
this.
timing to peek it. Yeah, Molly's going to force him. Oh. He missed his window.
Oh.
Still nearly hit the flick.
Miss.
Bit too strafey there from Shiro.
Yeah, a little too much. Mustard on the hot dog.
うまい。
From Malbs. Oh, brilliant lineup for Mattis. Getting away with his life as well. The jump saves him. Orb shot lands in his thigh.
This is more like it from G2, right? And again, they're up against it. This is not a map that they have found any success on.
Yeah, certainly going to be a contrasting name as far as teams they've beaten on Overpass, right? What was it? Ents?
And Rooster. But I think
Rooster.
the key right now is that they have to get as many rounds in this CT half as possible. Now, thank you very much, Captain Obvious, but it means that the T side, it's going to be very, very difficult for them. So if they're able to keep this to a 10-2 scoreline, all right, we can push this to a third of Dust 2. Why the hell not? And that means coming out to receive a bit. Be that. So retaining.
まあ一旦終わるか。疲れた。飯食わねえと。じゃあまた後でやります。お疲れ様です。